Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Please subscribe. Please subscribe.
Well, I don't know if and when you have a chance to, catch up on your Netflix queue or whatever, but I just started watching. I watched the first episode of The Tiger King today.
I'm not watching it. So
you know what? I wasn't super interested in it when it first was announced. Like when the advertisements started popping up on YouTube, or not on YouTube. I mean on Netflix itself. Because it'll say like new releases or whatever. It just looked like it might be funny, but I wasn't sure. I was like, I got a lot of other shit that I was going to check out. So I ignored it. And then all of a sudden, all this fucking Facebook videos started popping up of Joe Exotic and talking about Carol fucking, what the fuck's her name again?
Carol something. Carol B.
Oh my God, I know. Baskin. There it is. Carol fucking Baskin. And it just... So I watched this video where it had clips from the show all added together to make it look like he's just doing almost a singular rant about her, how much he hates her, and blaming everything bad in his life on Carol fucking Baskin. And it's just, I don't know, it's one of those things that just kept me giggling. And I was like, okay, fine. You know what? Now my kids want to watch it too. I'm just like, fuck it. Let's put on the first episode. So I put on the first one. And you know what? There's some interesting characters on this, this documentary series that's about.
I've read all about it.
Yeah. So I'm talking about it, for anybody that's listening as well. At least check out the first episode. It's about 45 minutes and make your own choice if you want to stick with it or not. I think it's funny just to see characters like this that are so extreme in their eccentricities, if you want to call it that, or their personal freedoms of expression, that it is, I don't think it's people I'd ever want to meet or hang out with in real life, but just to let them entertain me for a little while. Give it a shot. There's some funny shit that I've seen so far in this first episode. So yeah, I'll finish the series, and if it's worth it, I'll give a further opinion on it down the road. But yeah, based off the first one, I think there's 7 episodes total, and there's talk of like certain people that are on there being prosecuted or like opening old cases about it or some shit because of things that are said in the documentary or whatever. I don't know.
Have you read anything about it?
A little bit. Nothing too concrete. Nothing too descriptive. I just saw like article headline blips and stuff like that. Like certain people might be getting looked back into again that are involved with the series in one way or another. That were involved with this murder that happened and this murder for hire or whatever. And like I said, I don't know enough about it to really.
Do you know what happened to Joe?
He's in jail for murder for hire.
Yeah, for 23 years.
Yeah.
And he sued the production company before it even aired on Netflix. Carol Baskins is, I don't know, there's a whole list of things that people are doing. You can find it anywhere on the internet. So if you want to find out what's going on. The most detail
I've read about it so far was today, an article popped up about Carol Baskin's pissed off because the series makes her look like she's fucking crazy.
Yep.
And she's like, she starts explaining her side of it in the article and stuff. And you know what? I mean, look, with all this shit, I mean, they call it reality shows or documentaries or whatever. You always got to take this shit with a grain of salt. You can never take it as literal truth completely, because you never know what agenda, what direction anything's coming from. The sensationalism of Netflix trying to make money off of, ratings or whatever. So exaggerations or omissions, things like that. You never fully know until you do more research and then go from there. Just like with the making a murderer thing. There are things that were intentionally left out that made the guy that went to prison for it, made him look more guilty. But then there's other things that were left out that made him look more fucking innocent. So it's, like I said, these are all, when it all boils down to it, these are just shows. These are just entertainment. And, it's not a public lynching or whatever you want to call it. It's not a town hall meeting. It's just entertainment because we, got to find a way to pass the time, right?
Sure.
All right. Do you got anything else to add for this one?
No, I don't.
All right. Well, shit. Okay. Well, I'll check out more stuff. I'm going to set aside some time to read some books too. I got some stuff I need to catch up on, and I think I can read about 60 pages a minute and actually absorb what I'm reading if I read 60 pages a minute.
60 pages a minute.
I'm sorry. 60 pages an hour. I can read a page a minute. Sorry. I can read 3 pages a minute, but if I do, I don't absorb anything that I'm reading. So it's like pointless to try to do it that way. So yeah, I gotta, like I said, page a minute, and then that way I'll remember what I'm reading. So, yeah, I guess if I read a 200 to 300 page book, it should take me a few hours to read it or so. So anyway, yeah, I think that's all I get. I'll, next time we come back on the show, I'll talk about whatever else I've checked out, and we'll go from there. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all for tuning in. And yeah, if I do decide to check out any of these new releases, I'm not sure if I will though, but if I do, the drive-in's open. Hey, they're telling people to stay in their cars, but the drive-in is open and they got a couple movies there. I don't know. Maybe if I want to escape and, I don't know. Cause, I can sit in my car the whole time, never get out, and then just drive right back home again. I don't know. I'll flirt with that idea maybe. So, all right. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
All right. Later.
Bye.